Good morning, champion. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants the goal. Everybody wants to succeed. But very few are ready to embrace what it takes to get there. Because success doesn't come wrapped in a perfect package. It doesn't arrive with balloons and celebration. It is hidden in repetition. In boredom. In discipline. In the ordinary. And the people who rise to the top? They're not the most gifted. They're not the luckiest. They're the ones who chose to fall in love with the process. Think about it. You see the Olympic gold medalists standing on the podium. But do you see the thousands of unseen hours in the gym? You see the best-selling author signing books. But do you feel the late nights, the drafts deleted, the doubt faced every step of the way? You see the entrepreneur with the million-dollar company. But can you imagine the sacrifices, the failures, the lonely decisions made when no one believed? Success is never an accident. It's a byproduct of doing small things right, consistently, over time. We live in a world that glorifies instant results. Lose weight fast. Get rich quick. Go viral overnight. But that mindset, it robs you of something powerful. It convinces you to chase the result instead of the growth. It makes you impatient. And worse, it makes you quit too soon. Because here's the truth, the finish line is not where greatness is built. It's built in the miles before that. In the early mornings you don't want to wake up. In the evenings you feel like giving up. In the choices that seem small, but shape your character every single day. If you can fall in love with showing up, if you can learn to embrace repetition, discomfort, and silence, you become unbeatable. Because the process doesn't lie. It gives back what you put in. Every drop of effort compounds. Every minute counts. And slowly, but surely, you transform. Not just your results. Your mindset. Your identity. Your life. The person who embraces the process is not obsessed with perfection. They're obsessed with growth. They don't ask, how fast can I win? They ask, how far can I grow if I never stop? They understand that greatness is not one big moment. It is thousands of tiny wins that no one sees. A day of showing up when it's hard. An hour of deep focus. 10 minutes of learning something new. Choosing to stay disciplined when no one's watching. This is what builds champions. And here's the magic, when you fall in love with the process, you no longer need motivation. Because you've built momentum. You've created a system. You've become your own machine. And now? You don't rely on feelings, you rely on commitment. You start to crave the grind. You get excited about the hard days. Because every hard day is a brick in your foundation. The process becomes your power. It becomes your peace. It becomes your home. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop staring at the results, wishing they were yours. Get in the game. Fall in love with the basics. Fall in love with learning. Fall in love with failure. Fall in love with adjusting. Fall in love with executing, over and over and over again. The path is not pretty, but it is pure. And it will change you from the inside out. So don't just love the idea of success. Love what it requires from you. Love the sweat. Love the structure. Love the daily grind. Because the people who love the process the most, they become unstoppable. Now say this to yourself. I am committed to the journey, not just the destination. I wake up each day with purpose and clarity. I show up whether I feel like it or not. My power grows with every step I take. The process is shaping me. The process is strengthening me. And because I embrace the process, I will rise, again and again. Good day.